Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it might be when you'll be seeing this. I'm excited to have the honor to be introducing you to the Operations Talent Development Team, short OTD. My name is Ava. I head up the European Operations Talent Development Team and have been with Amazon since 2011. Can you believe it? The first part of my tenure at Amazon, I've spent as a learning manager in customer fulfillment, and soon had the opportunity to launch one of the customer fulfillment sites in Germany in that function, which has been super exciting. Since 2014, I have been with this team, or what it used to be, because it certainly has changed since then. As the Ops Talent Development Team, we span worldwide. We serve operations teams across all business lines. So first mile customer fulfillment, the middle mile with surface transportation, with sort centers, and with air, and the last mile Amazon logistics. We also support customers in pharmacy and physical store, in global specialty fulfillment, and in the consumer side. And the list probably is still not complete. Within these different operations units, we serve our tier 1 through L10 population, and we're trying to be as customer centric as possible in that space. Now, you can imagine that having such a diverse customer group, that brings a lot of really exciting and interesting challenges, because their realities could not differ more. To be able to serve so many different customers and customer groups, we had to set up an org structure that works, and that works globally. Roughly speaking, we have split our org into the business integration side and the product development side. Both of these structures really help us to stay close to the customer and at the same time invent and develop products at scale. To be able to do what we do, we have a set of tenets that really help us to kind of stay on track and to take decisions based on these tenets. The number one tenet that we have is to work backwards from the worldwide ops business needs, not wants. And what that means for me is really to take that role as advisor and as partner to the business very seriously. We can use our expertise in the learning space to help the business really figure out what it is they're trying to achieve through a certain learning intervention and what the best methodology or approach could look like. The second tenet is to deliver an engaging and defect-free onboarding into our Amazon culture. And that's super important. People that come new to Amazon are excited. They want to join this fantastic company. And I think our obligation is to really give them a sense of what that culture looks like, what it feels like, and make them feel as part of that team from day one. The third tenet we have is that we close the worldwide ops talent gap through the world's most customer-centric proficiency, mastery, transition development experience. So through the development life cycle of an employee, we're trying to figure out what it is they need and develop the right products for them. The fourth one is one that I am particularly fond of. I find it super exciting. Use science and technology to invent, with a bias towards learning in the workplace over learning in the classroom. What that means for me is that we're constantly trying and challenging ourselves to come up with ways of making learning almost a natural part of people's work, of people's doing. And, experiment, try things out, feel comfortable with sometimes failing in an experiment, but continuously challenging the status quo. That's what I find super exciting. The fifth one is that we design for global scale, but we adapt locally. We're trying to stay away from that one-size-fits-all approach, but at the same time, we're trying to leverage what's there, use products that exist, and see how we can make them fit, or when they would fit into our local business reality. That's what the business integration teams are there for. Our team has grown tremendously in the past year, partially because we have combined some learning teams under one OTD umbrella, but also because our business leaders have invested in headcount. They have seen the positive impact that our team has made and decided to sponsor and to support us and to do more for them ultimately. Many of the teams that we have created in the past years are still in their startup phase. Teams have been added to us, new geographies have started, and so there is still opportunity to grow as these teams mature and create more impact. Now, this team is an exciting place to develop your own career. I have seen individuals in our teams that have started in this one place, in this one function, but then through projects or through short-term assignments, through work that they have done, they understood or found out opportunities to learn something else, to develop a certain skill that they didn't know could be combined within a learning role. And through that, then have continued their career growth within our team, but in a completely different avenue. I think that makes it so engaging and such a exciting environment. And I certainly can learn from all of my colleagues every day because there is such a broad variety and in differences and in perspectives. Now, see for yourself. I would like to invite you to learn more about this team